real-time updates is I'm able to find it. I mean, obviously with my internet and phone going so incredibly slow today. I guess there was a notification at 4:19, got a minute, from the Dalles Police Department or Sheriff's Department. Obviously, I don't want to insult them by getting the wrong one, but really, I don't care. What I care about is whether or not she's found. And I don't want to insinuate that the cops in the Dalles are like the cops here. They probably are, but I don't know. I'm trying to... These are updates that they're posting now. I guess she has been in contact with her family and is no longer considered a missing person, and they're not investigating her as a missing person. What else? Something about a welfare check, which that's not okay. That's not good. That's not good. Like, that probably means that she's being abused and she needs help stopping the abuse or fleeing the abuse. Is there anybody in the Dalles or Hood River that knows this lady that might be willing to take her in? Is there... I mean, it's not my business and it's not the rest of the world's business, but if she does end up dead, I'm gonna be pissed. Also, if she ends up fucking locked up in an institution and discredited when she's trying to turn in a predator, I'm not okay with that either. Emily Hahn, if you're in danger, I don't have any money. There might be something in here that I can pawn off or try to sell. I don't know if there's even pawn shops here. I don't know. Some places have them and some places don't. Your safety should be the top priority, but the safety for your problems, not their assumptions. There's Katie Saltzman. She's still missing from Beaverton, Oregon, and her husband, David Saltzman, still missing from Beaverton, Oregon. Right now, I've got Rebecca Gross-Nickel Foley. She was missing from Portland, Oregon. She was in Vancouver, last I heard. That's a lot just in this state. So with Emily Hahn, obviously I don't know her, but, it's still all of the victims. Leave no victim behind. Sure, I don't know her, but looking at the situation, it's looking pretty fucking screwy. It's looking to me like this young woman needs help. A lot of people's suggestion with Natalie Bollinger, their suggestion with me, their suggestion with so many people is that, mental ill, they should be locked up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Absolutely not. Natalie Bollinger did not need to be locked up in a fucking nuthatch. She needed to be heard. There needed to be somebody to sit down in a fucking room between me and her and fucking hash that shit out. And not just with me, there's a lot of people in her fucking life that are goddamn douchebags. What are the chances that Emily Hahn is having to deal with a bunch of goddamn douchebags? They're pretty fucking good. We're in a fucking world of fucking hurt, ain't we? Nobody can help anybody else because their trauma is too fucking much. Fuck you. Seriously. If you've gone through more shit than I fucking have, and it's still happening, then yeah, maybe you got an excuse to look away. If not, you're a bitch. You're looking away and you're allowing innocent people to be fucking hurt or killed. Now, with them getting confirmation just today that she's still alive and all of that, there's obviously still the possibility that that guy could reach her, but it's greatly reduced because it's a different situation and different scenario. She was wanting to go to Portland, Oregon. That's right. I was able to find the update for today. I had to wait for later on in the day when it wasn't so hot and my vehicle, had to turn it on. I got 5% battery on. I wanted to make sure I gave you all the update because it's real time. I don't know. If Emily Hahn is in danger or in need, I don't know how to set her up a GoFundMe or anything like that. I can't even do that for myself. I tried. So, I can't help her out with that. I can't help her out financially. If she needs a hotel room for a few nights, I can't pay for it. If she needs to go in and make a police report, well, I have enough gas to get to the Dalles. Emily Hahn, if you're being abused, if you're being fucking victimized, if you're afraid to go in and talk to the cops themselves, you know what? So am I. I'll go in with you. If you got a story to tell and you want the whole world to know it, if you got some son of a bitch can't keep his hands to himself, shit, I'll let you tell your story. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not able to do, and I do apologize for that. It's a horrible thing that I have to apologize for poverty as if I've done something wrong for it, but 6 years of this that I've been going through, I've been apologizing for poverty pretty much the entire fucking time. If you're in a world of hurt, I'm a mean son of a bitch. If you're afraid that somebody will assault you or they'll come find you, fuck. I don't know what to offer here as far as that goes. I don't want to offer to help protect you because obviously people want to pretend I'm a psycho. And honestly, that would probably put you at risk. So I don't want to offer to be some sort of a bodyguard. Obviously, I'm not going to... I could barely beat my way out of a wet paper sack. What the hell am I going to do? But then again, when people see 2 people or 3 or 4, they're less likely to fuck with those people or victimize that group. I got a beard that's kind of scary to a lot of people. And I can do this! I don't know why that fucking scares the shit out of me, but goddamn, it works. It certainly does. When I'm feeling especially fearful and I want people to know exactly how I feel, yeah, I do this! So I can try to intimidate them. Just having another person there is enough to help with that. But then there's, of course, the fact that people still think that I'm some sort of raging fucking psycho, and I am. Don't fuck with my sister. Don't fuck with my niece. No, I'm not literally a psychopath. But don't fuck with my mama bear, alright? If you want to pull the fucking mama bear out of you, you're going to fucking get the mama bear. If she got something to say, fuck? Ew. Yeah, between locking her up and making her seem like she's crazy, discrediting her. If she's telling them that she's trying to get help and she wants her life to end for any reason whatsoever, there's a good chance it's not a chemical imbalance. There's a good chance it's recent loss or recent abuse. And quite often in these situations, in these cases, it's long-term abuse. I don't want to get into the whole situation where whether or not she's autistic, but of course, if she's got a disability, and it's a mental disability, and it might be something as simple as depression. Depressed because of what? It might be somebody that, every time that she tries to explain what's going on and the hardships that she's enduring, she has to hear about how selfish she's being because she's trying to get help, and listening to them telling her about all of their own problems and snapping at her as if she's a bad person for reaching out for help. Like she's fucking horrible because she's, eating up their time, like she's being selfish. You never know if that's the case. If they're going, oh, well, you're mentally ill every time they want to win an argument, you never know. I don't want her to be dead, and I don't want her to end up in a mental institution. With Natalie Bollinger, when I noticed that that's what they were wanting to do with her, that they were talking about doing with her, and what Joseph Michael Lopez should have done with her, I'm like, oh my God, no. Hell no, dude, that is the last thing you want to do. When somebody is suicidal, you do not want to lock them up in an institution. You want to make them feel as safe as possible, and you want to fucking listen. Otherwise, you're a fucking douchebag. Straight up. You're a piece of fucking shit. When your friend comes to you and says they're suicidal, the first fucking question you need to ask as a friend is why? Anything other than that is fucking abuse, you dumbass. Telling them not to feel that way, invalidating their emotions, invalidating their experiences, invalidating what they're going through is not fucking okay. Anything other than the question why shows what a fucking idiot you are and what a goddamn piece of shit friend you are. That's not fucking help. If she needs help, fucking I'll go with her wherever she needs to go for this stuff. Hopefully, with my YouTube channel here and the fact that there's probably by now a few people, because one of those officers claimed that he had heard about my channel. Obviously, I told him that's table talk. He knew of me before he ever showed up. And then he got a fucking attitude with me because my words didn't fucking form together perfectly when they're fucking being intimidating. Well, fuck you, asshole. I don't know one of you fucking porkers from the other. You all look alike. Did you like that? So apparently Emily is alive. Apparently there's a situation with, they're trying to do a fucking wellness check on her, and obviously fucking, I'm a loudmouth, mean son of a bitch. See, that's the thing about my quote-unquote friends. After all them years protecting their rights and standing between them and people with fucking knives, the difference between my older brother and me, it's not that one or the other of us didn't stop those people. It's that obviously my older brother disarmed him. I didn't care to disarm him. I'm just not going to let you hurt somebody. Eric's fast enough, or at least he was. I don't know now. He was fast enough, he'd be able to stop you from fucking stabbing him and somebody else and disarm you. For me, I'm just like, no, I'm gonna stand in front of you. I'm gonna hope that you don't try to stab me instead of the person you're trying to stab. But I'm gonna hope that my reflexes are fast enough that if you do try to stab me, I'm gonna stop you. But I'm not one of those people who's gonna go, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm fucking Superman and I can fucking stop everything, including a speeding bullet. Like, no, I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not delusional like you quote unquote normal people. Like you fucking neurotypicals. What do all neurotypicals have in common? They're all fucking crazy. They're all fucking delusional. They all have difficulties separating fact from fucking reality. Something that those of us who are autistic do not have that. We just simply don't. We don't have that. Social cues are lies. Rudeness is a matter of not lying. When somebody asks you how your day is, they expect you to tell them how good it is. It catches them off guard when you don't tell them your day is fucking great. And then they're pissed off that your day isn't great. And they tell you not to be negative and shit a bunch of pretty fucking words at you. Fuck you! If you was such a goddamn friend, you're gonna type the words I love you to me, claim that you love me, claim that you care, claim that you want me to fucking live, and then you talk over me, tell me I'm mentally ill. Fuck you. Fuck you. This young woman, shit, if she's still out there, sure, she's been in contact with her family. That doesn't mean that she's in a safe environment. That doesn't mean that she feels safe coming back to the Dalles. Well, I'm obviously in Hood River. Hood River, same fucking parking lot. But you know what I mean. Those of you who want to fucking be grammar Nazis like them goddamn fucking Nazis yesterday, well, fuck you. The more you interrupt me and talk about you and fucking interrupt me and argue with me about shit that I was there for and you weren't, and then you want to be a fucking grammar Nazi with me, and I'm trying my best not to be a fucking grammar Nazi with you, and you literally only fucking care about that one. Fine, we'll fucking argue about that for 3.5 hours. Do you fucking feel better, asshole? So, of course, with someone who is depressed, somebody who's going through stuff like that, we don't know the details. But no victim left behind. If she is fucking suicidal or thinking about self-harm or thinking about harming somebody else, why and who? Is there a way that I can assist her to force the fucking pigs to do their goddamn job and help her? Is she afraid of the cops? Absolutely 100%. If she gets in contact with me, I've got half a tank of gas. I can go to the Dalles. I can't guarantee that'll get me to Portland in the shitty condition this thing is in, with the wrong size battery literally mounted right next to the fucking engine, sitting right on top of my starter. Yeah, there's a possibility that a drive like that will literally melt my battery to my engine casing, but I might be able to reach out to a bunch of people who fucking hate me and maybe they'll offer to help you. I mean, there's a lot of people who fucking hate me that they got good hearts. They have the best of intentions. They fucking hate me. They're pissed off at me, most of them because I told the truth. But they might help you. Most of them are elsewhere. That's why all they can do is possibly send you money. I'm broke, so like all I can do is try. I can tell you, if you can find somebody to go in with you to talk to the cops about whatever the situation is, that'd be best. But if you don't have anyone, or it would make you feel better if I went in with you, or if I recorded it on my phone while you explain to them what's going on, so that they can't pretend you didn't say it, you didn't turn it in, you didn't let them know. There are a lot of different options here. I just got another news break about some escaped inmates. It pops up at the top, it hangs out there for about half a second and then leaves. It's a good thing I can read pretty quickly. Anyway, she's obviously not safely back with her family. Well, wasn't safely back with her family as of the bulletin at 4:19. Got a minute today in the evening. Um, she might be safely with her family. Her family might not be safe. Not like her family might not be safe as in they're at risk, but her family might not be safe for her to go there. She might not trust them. They might have done something they shouldn't have. You know, now we got the speculation situation, don't we? Anyway, my phone is almost dead, so I'm gonna drive to Walmart. I got a few dollars on my Nebraska EBT card. So I'm gonna go get a bunch of liquids. I know I said I wasn't gonna eat and I wasn't gonna drink. Well, one thing, bless you. One thing I realized today is that prevents me from being able to help people. That prevents me from being able to speak clearly and concisely. So I got a drink. Not alcohol, obviously, just something with sugar in it, and I crave it. I do have an addiction to sugar. My body gets hot if I don't drink sugars. I don't know how to explain that either. Obviously, I bought food, so if they try pretending that I don't have food, I got food. I'm not required to eat it. I'm not too fucking happy either. As far as if she needs help and she just wants my help, and then once that's done, forget I exist, that's cool. If she doesn't want my help at all, that's cool. If her situation is one where it is beyond being able to be resolved because her predators have already victimized the shit out of her to the point where she's chopping all up on herself and has been discredited as a human being for it. And now, no matter what, when she tries to turn in her predators, they're gonna just call her mentally ill and lock her up in an institution again. In that situation, if she wants to end it, I fully support her. I just hope she doesn't. I hope that whatever the situation is, that we can work together and find an actual solution where if these other people aren't willing or capable of doing those things, yeah, I'll help you how I can. My predators might help you too. Some of my predators are actually really good people. They're just opinionated. They don't want to admit when they fuck up. But when they're trying to help somebody, they are genuinely trying to help people. Some of these predators, yeah, they did fucking horrible shit to me, but they helped out some of the predators of Ted Bollinger quite a bit. I wish that I would have been able to get a hold of those bikers to get help from them getting Natalie's ex-stepmothers to a safe location when we weren't sure if it was Ted who killed her or not. I mean, those two women had me fucking scared of Ted. Like, I was already scared that he'd fucking killed his daughter, and also, there's two of her ex-stepmoms getting hold of me, letting me know how scary a man Ted is. That they're scared for them and their fucking children. Like, how is this not going to affect me? I'm close to the Dalles. This is a situation that is very close to home, what is currently home now. Fuck yes. I'll go in with you. If you're close enough to where I'm at right now, I might be able to drive to Washington State, and hopefully there's no police at there's a border checkpoint. There is that. It's a toll bridge, so they don't check your ID, but if you're stranded and stuck in Washington State, I'll try to come and get you. If you're close enough that I can get there on a little under half a tank of gas. That is definitely not enough for me to go to Vancouver and pick up Rebecca Gross Nickel Folly. My stuff in my car, I got to keep my evidence, but I can throw everything else out. I can throw out my blankets. I can throw out my fucking spare clothes and stuff like that. I can toss that out somewhere, even if it's illegal, and make room for you. We can make sure that my phone is charged up. I was trying to coordinate with some cops in Colorado to make a ride share kind of thing, a safe ride, where it would be monitored and recorded the whole way. But see, if you want to, and there's nobody else, there's got to be somebody else. And I'm sure with me posting up that somebody will probably try to locate you and get a hold of you and offer. I hope. But if all else fails, then you got some dude who is pegged as crazy and they want to pretend he's some sort of super psycho serial killer rapist person. I realize how that sounds. Yes, I'm willing to try to come and get you somewhere safe. And you can have access to my live YouTube channel the entire time you're in my car. You can tell people your story, or you can just sit there quietly. If you don't want people to see your face, you can point it at me, you can point it at the road, you can whatever. I'll do what I can to try. And it might get me arrested in Washington State. I'm gonna let you know that. If I go to Washington State to try to help you with that, it might get me arrested, but I'm willing to try. If they're wanting to give you a wellness check, they called it something different here in Oregon, but Washington State, it is called a wellness check. So, and basically everywhere, it's the same thing. They just called it something different. A wellness check is different from an M1 hold. An M1 hold is a suicide hold, and they have a different name for that every state. If they do that to her, they're going to discredit her. They're probably going to put drugs in her. They're probably going to, try to convince her that whatever she's going through, they can't help her with. She just needs to not be suicidal or talking about suicide. Basically, what they teach you to do is pretend like you're not being abused. How to cope, that's what they tell you. You do the things that you're supposed to do to turn in your predators, and they tell you, you need to use your coping skills. I tried my coping skills. Are you utilizing your coping skills? Are you getting angry with me? Are you getting agitated? Are you? Well, excuse me, says I. If you're allowed to get agitated, then so am I. I believe that's fair and equal. If you're allowed to get agitated and you're going to pretend I'm crazy for being agitated, what are you agitated about and what am I agitated about? I'm agitated about people who are fucking dead because cops are fucking lazy bitches. What are you complaining? Ooh, I accidentally said deputy instead of officer. You're offended. You're offended. You're offended, you fat fucking snowflake. That wasn't very nice of me, was it? Well, guess what? I'm getting a belly. Look at that. Isn't that fair and equal? Isn't that how it works? It's okay for a black person to call another black person that word. It's okay for one skinny person to make a joke to another skinny person, isn't it? It's okay for two redheads to make jokes, isn't it, about being redheads? Well, this isn't a joke. That was mean-hearted, and it was intended to be mean-hearted. I don't like these fucking cops. For good reason. They're fucking crooks. Taking somebody in on a M1 hold or some bullshit like that, when the first question you should ask is fucking why, and then you should shut the fuck up. Someone says they're suicidal, you ask them why, and then you shut the fuck up. You don't talk over them, and when they say, why do you keep talking over me? You say, I'm just trying to understand. If you were trying to understand, you'd shut the fuck up. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't get all fucking offended and play fucking victim, bitch. You fucking filthy goddamn pigs. When people got real fucking problems they come to you with, you can't do nothing because you are too busy ignoring actual crimes because you're fucking little police fucking twat. You're bleeding out your fucking police mangina because people want to defund you, stupid son of a bitches, because instead of investigating crimes, you want to victimize homeless people and other victims. You want to take people to nuthatches when they're fucking suicidal over abuse. Do you ever ask them why? Fuck yeah, Emily Hahn, I got your back. If you don't need my help, that's cool. If you don't want my help, that's cool. I hope you stay alive. I hope somebody fucking helps you. But I understand if there's no other way. And they tagged you as mentally ill, and now there is no other recourse for you. I understand completely. If that's the situation and it's your only way out, I hope there's another option, and I hope I can help you with that other option, or that at least somebody will. But I understand when you try and you try and you try, and no matter what, they don't hear you. And every time they don't hear you and you have to do something desperate, they use that against you to claim that you're crazy, to claim that you never tried. I know what it's like to do desperate things to try to get people to listen. I know what it's like to attempt suicide over abuse and neglect. It's a two-part system, suicide is. There's the abuse from your abusers, and then there's neglect from your loved ones. Those pretty words that they want to tell you. You just gotta love yourself. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Does that actually get somebody to go in with you for your own safety when the crime happens, to turn in your predator, to be able to do so safely? To not be overwhelmed or talked down to as if you must be a predator or you must be in the wrong because you had to go in alone. If you go in alone, it denotes that nobody cares. And if nobody cares, it denotes they don't have to do their fucking jobs. When your predators can discredit you by calling you mentally ill because of things that you had to do to try to get heard, what do you guys tell us? Let me see if I can remember the words exactly. You're just trying to get attention. And again, there's that question that you're supposed to ask. Why? And then you're supposed to shut the fuck up and actually listen. Emily, if you need help, if I can reach out. I'm sorry about everybody else. I'm sorry that they don't have actual fucking services here. I'm sorry that they fucking bullshit. I'm sorry that things fucking suck. And I don't know your situation or why it is that you feel the way that you do, but I'm willing to fucking listen. The rest of you assholes, good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Hopefully we'll find out some good news tomorrow and they won't inform us of a corpse.